Welcome to episode 13 of Top Picks, our fortnightly roundup of the last 2 weeks.
Yes, and we've got some really interesting coins and collectibles to talk to you about today, so stay tuned. But before that, so you don't miss any of our exciting content, make sure you're subscribed to our channel.
And make sure you turn on your notifications so you don't miss any videos from us. So let's see what we got, shall we?
Let's do it.
Okay, so before we get started on the actual coins and collectibles, I did just want to start off by talking about our brand new community group on Facebook.
Now this is exciting.
It is very exciting. So some of you may already be members, but if you don't already know, it's a group where you can share photos of your collection and you can find out more about upcoming releases, and you can also ask us any questions you have.
You can. It is very exciting because you can get exclusive content on here, can't you?
You can, yeah. So you'll see content from us before it's available anywhere else on our other channels, and you might even get to choose which coins and collectibles we feature in a future Top Picks.
Oh, so can I put some top pick suggestions in?
You can, yeah.
Right, maybe
we
I will.
might have a look at them.
Let me have a think.
So whether you're an avid collector or you're just starting out, it's definitely worth joining the group and find out what there is to see. So the link will be in the description box and we'll be there waiting for you.
Yeah, and I'm going to send Kate a message now. All right, we're going to kick off on the coins now, and I have one of the most anticipated coins in a while. Now, I know we've talked a lot about the King's Head in recent episodes, haven't we? Being on some of the first coins. This is amongst the first 50p to have his head on, but this is actually for the biggest event of this year, which is going to be the Coronation on May the 6th. So this is the Coronation 50p coin. It features the wording "God Save the King" with some fantastic gold plating that highlights the design of the King's Beast or the Queen's Beast on this side of the coin. You probably can't see it here in my hand, but you'll see it on screen. Look, this coin is a highly collectible coin. When this similar design of this came out for the Platinum Jubilee last year, the initial stock sold out in record time, most of it in 2 hours.
What?
And so this design is very, very popular. This coin is going to be exceptionally popular. Our first coronation in 70 years. So the first in your lifetime and my lifetime as well.
Surprising.
In fact, probably you watching as well. It's probably the first coronation in your lifetime. So to have this, and which this is a start of a collection as well, to have this coin in your collection is going to be really important.
And it's only $4.99, is that right?
$4.99 is a ridiculous price, isn't it?
With that gold and silver plating as well for $4.99.
Yeah, it is a stunning coin and a great price, and it leads on to a wonderful collection. Now, you don't have to have the collection, but I will always say this, to have the collection is the most important part, because that puts you in a really small group. Lots of people are going to get this coin and then say no to the collection. So if you go on to get the collection, which is still also reasonably priced, all stunning limited edition coins, you're in a smaller group of people. And for such a big event, such as a new king and a coronation, you want to be in a small group as well. That really heightens the collectability of what you're buying. So this is definitely one. Click on that description box below, go and have a look at this, and don't miss out because this will run out.
Definitely.
Okay, so that was a great 50p piece. What's our next coin, Kate?
Well, it's not actually a coin.
Oh.
I know, shocking. We're going to talk about something else highly collectible, and that is stamps.
All right, so usually we are all about the numismatics, but this is philatelic.
Didn't he sing In the Air Tonight?
That's Phil Collins.
Oh my God.
Not philatelic. What a sacrifice.
I like that.
I'm sorry.
So with a big change, gonna come sometime soon, obviously with a change of monarch, it changes on coins and it changes on stamps as well. So we don't know when that's gonna happen, but with that on the horizon, obviously people are gonna wanna get all of the Queen Elizabeth II stamps in their collection to
absolutely.
complete that before any new ones. So with this brand new presentation, you get all of the most important stamps from Queen Elizabeth II's reign, and that's of course all her jubilees.
Right, so you get them all in one go.
You do, yeah. So you get the silver, the diamond, the platinum,
And the golden?
and the golden, yeah, all in this amazing luxury presentation folder, including information about all these events, and also you get a certificate of authenticity. So you know that they're definitely the official Royal Mail stamps from those events.
Lovely. I mean, that does sound good. Nice to present as well.
Yeah, exactly.
And to get them all in one go, that really helps.
Yeah, because obviously these stamps aren't new, so you can get them on the secondary market individually, but they might be like a bit tattered and stuff, and you won't get them in a collection like this in that beautiful presentation. So definitely one to have if you're wanting to finish off your Queen Elizabeth II stamp collection before any new ones come
And if you don't have a stamp collection and you just want a few, this would be a great way to start it. Or the Genesis, for want of a better word.
Oh.
All right, okay, no more Phil Collins jokes.
Okay.
But we are going to talk about stamps still here, because actually on the 27th of January, the RSPB had the launch of their big garden birdwatch.
Oh.
Now, this is really important to me, and this is true. My mum is an ornithologist.
Nice.
She's a bird watcher, and she tried to pass some of that on to me. I didn't really get into it, but I know a little bit about it because of her. And so thousands of people across the UK are going to be looking in their gardens for the diversity that's coming from migratory birds. So the birds that are migrating back here across the next weeks and months. So this set includes 10 stamps, which have all been postmarked on the 27th of January, the start of the Big Bird Watch, and also 10 50p shaped commemoratives that feature some of the birds like the Arctic skua, the swallow, the turtle dove, and others. All of these migratory birds are going to be coming back to the UK soon. Now, the 10 of each, the 10 stamps and the commemoratives, have been designed by two different people. The stamps by an ornithologist, Killian Milani.
Nice.
And then the commemoratives by wildlife artist Mike Langman. And these are stunning to look at.
They are really beautiful, lovely, cute little birds.
They are. So if you're cute, it's always cute. If you like birds, or if you like collectibles, if you like anything to do with wildlife, stamps or commemoratives, I mean, it just ticks a lot of boxes, really.
Yeah, and sticking with the stamps, you know, if you don't already have a stamp collection, why not start it with those Queen Elizabeth II ones and then these beautiful bird ones?
What a great combination. Yeah, so definitely one not to miss out on if you're taking part in the RSPB's Big Bird Watch or not, Big Garden Bird Watch. This is set to look at.
Nice.
Okay, so that was my favourite. Before I ask you about your favourite, who is the most curious superhero?
Who?
Wonder Woman. Because I know what your favourite is.
Wow, okay, well that does lead me in quite nicely.
Yeah.
And that's to this Wonder Woman coin.
Yes.
And it's in that shape. So the Wonder Woman logo, that iconic W, the coin is actually struck in that shape. To proof-like finish.
All right.
And it's struck from 1 ounce of fine silver.
Nice.
So it's definitely something very collectible if you like your precious metals.
Is it though? Because there's so much out there for superheroes these days that you can get and it looks great. But is this official or not?
This is officially licensed by DC Comics.
Perfect. That's what I
So
want.
it's the official proper Wonder Woman coin, the one to get. And actually, if you look, it's really interesting. You'll see it on screen now. It's got an enamel where underneath this translucent enamel, you can see a scene of Wonder Woman in action, really bringing out that Amazonian spirit.
Amazonian spirit, I like that.
And actually, there's only 3,000 of these available worldwide, which is not very many, we always say it, but we've only got 50 for our customers. So considering the amount of DC fans, comic book fans, I mean, it's a huge thing, isn't it? Huge franchise. 50 is not going to be a lot to go around.
This is very true. So you might want to act quickly because they might disappear. I mean, Wonder Woman herself disappears quite a lot, doesn't she?
Exactly, yeah.
Wonder Woman.
Wow. So click the link below to see if we've got any left.
You do that quickly.
So, as always, it's time for our little roundup of what we've talked about. So, we first looked at that jewel-plated King Charles III Coronation 50p.
We did.
The gold and the silver. Very beautiful.
Yeah, absolutely. Then we looked at the Queen stamps, didn't we? One for each of her Jubilees. That's definitely one to consider.
And then sticking with the stamps, your favourite was those migratory birds.
Yeah, fantastic. And then we finished with the Wonder Woman coin.
We did, yeah. And we also talked about the Westminster Collection community group on Facebook, which you need to go and join.
And Phil Collins also made a special guest appearance.
Of course, yeah. So a very interesting 2 weeks we've had. Nice to look at some coins and something a bit different as well with the stamps.
Yes, absolutely. Now, if you do have any ideas of what you'd like us to talk about in the future, do pop a comment in the comments below because we've done that before, haven't we? Some of you have raised your suggestions and then we've talked about it, and actually you bring out some really good ideas that sometimes we don't think about. So we'd love you to make a suggestion.
Definitely something interesting for us to look into as well. Yeah, well, thank you for watching, everyone, and we will see you in the next one.
See you in 2 weeks.
Bye.